Hey everybody, this is Deb with Four Seasons Crafts. How are you guys doing? So I am back on with 10 Minute Tuesday, and I wanted to share with you guys something that I saw in the catalog, and I wanted to show you how to make it. So we're going to copy something out of the catalog here. I'm going to see if I can find it real quickly. Anyhow, it is these little doodads right here. And you look at it and you think, okay, that doesn't, it kind of doesn't look hard, which it isn't. So that's what I want to show you how to make. So it's not complicated, and it is a great way if you are having a party to use up some of your 6x6 paper. You can fill it with candy, a little gift, kind of cool. So all you need is some cardstock, or I'm sorry, some designer paper. We're going to use tear and tape, but honestly, I think you could use tear and tape. I think you could use liquid glue or hot glue. You need something that's pretty solid. I will say that. All right. So we're going to be using Petunia Pop. So we're going to look for a Petunia Pop piece of paper or a piece, and we'll use this one here. I think the pattern will be a little better than maybe one of the others. Okay. So all you're gonna do, and you could like measure it if you wanted to. I'm gonna kind of do this without measuring. So the first thing is I'm gonna be bending this over kind of in the middle and just lining them up, right? Like this. So I'm gonna need a piece of tear and tape in one of two places, either this part that I bring over or this piece that I'm gonna be bringing, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm gonna put a piece here. So I'm just gonna take a piece of the tear and tape, and actually, I take that back. Okay, so you guys, I buy this poster board, and inside the poster board, you get some of this tear and tape, but I will also tell you, and this is Stampin' Up's tear and tape. This is not nearly as strong. I like it. It's fun for little projects, but when I'm doing something like this, I absolutely want to make sure I use the Stampin' Up version. All right, so here we go. So it's like those little trifolds. So if you have kids that maybe are doing projects, that is a great thing to get. So I'm going to take it all the way top to bottom. All right. I want to make sure I'm not second guessing myself. Okay, so here we go. So we're going to take this. We're going to just kind of make sure it's down, and then I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool, and I am just going to grab the corner underneath here. So we're going to be using, we're using obviously the new In Color. This is the new In Color designer paper. And then the Round We Go set. I did some cards on Saturday using this. I have a couple other cards that I posted as well. And then this is the card, the free card kit that you can get if you place a $50 order. So you will get, not the stamp set, but the card kit that I shared on Saturday. So you get 5 cards. Typically it's just 4, but this time you're gonna get 5. So that ends on Friday. I think I said Saturday on the video, which is totally wrong. All right, so here's my piece of tear and tape, and you guys can see it's about 1/4 inch. So I'm gonna fold this over, and then I'm gonna fold this over just a little over 1/4 inch. And I'm just gonna make sure that the top and the bottoms line up. And then I'm just gonna push straight down, all right? Now you can make some creases, it's okay. No biggie there. I do wanna make sure I don't have any tape on the inside there, which I don't. The other thing you can do is take your bone folder if you want, and you can kind of run it across those edges there as well. Okay, so that is our first thing we need to do. Then we're gonna take and we are going to put some adhesive. And again, we can put a piece of tear and tape, but we're gonna glue this side down, all right? So I think, again, the easiest way is probably with tear and tape. Now I'm gonna show you another way. So I'm gonna show you both ways. So I'm gonna take a piece of tear and tape and I'm gonna go ahead and just line the edge here all the way. Hopefully you guys can see that. Just taking it along the edge. So not too complicated here. And we're gonna take it all the way over. Oops, without sticking to our other rest of our project. That was kind of dumb, wasn't it? All right, there we go. I got a little bit on there, but that was my fault. Okay, so, right, like who else's fault would it be, right? Okay, now I'm gonna take, same thing I did before, take the piece of the paper off there. Oops, let me grab. So you guys, on this tear and tape, there's like this really tiny lip. And that's why this little tool comes in handy, because see that? I can pick that right off. It truly is a tool you need in your craft room. And not just in your craft room, I want you guys to know, some of these little tools that I buy for crafting, I can't even tell you the number of times my husband and son have used them for like home projects. Yeah. So anytime your spouse uses some of those, say, yeah, you know, all that time, all that money I spend on crafting, comes in handy for many, many other projects. Okay, so you guys can see now I got a nice little seal there. So this is what I wanted to show you. So I have a 3/8 punch here, which is probably, yeah, this will work. A little bigger, but if I have some cardstock here, so I'm going to pick a color that is different than the one we're using. So we're going to take a piece of green. I think this is Shy Shamrock. Okay, so I'm going to take this and I'm just going to punch out a 2 3/8 hole punch. Okay, this is a staple. And what I can do is, instead of doing the tear and tape there, I could take this little guy and I could fold it in half. So I'm going to fold it in half first. And I can use my bone folder. And then I could literally put it right down here and I could glue it on both sides. So I'm going to go ahead and do that just because that way we can see it. Now, I didn't line that up very well, so I think I'll use this side because the lines were not lined up very well, and that might kind of drive me crazy. Okay, so here we go. So now we're going to take that. I need to get my little glue holder back over here. Now that I feel like I'm back in business, you guys, crafting with you. I missed it, I will say. I loved all the things we did for graduation, for sure. But I missed crafting. It really is, it is good for the soul. All right, so now I have that little side all adhered down. And now what I can do, and I may be doing this a little prematurely, all you're gonna do is take this side, look at that, and I just pop it out. Ta-da! Now what I can do is I can take and do the same thing as I did here, where I close it up like that. But I think on this side, I want to show you guys just how to run a piece of ribbon through it. All right. Now, you guys know I'm not really good with the ribbon. I'm going to go get the hole punch too, because it's over here. So let me, and I don't have a fancy schmancy crocodile. I have the Walmart one size fits all hole punch. Now, the other thing I was going to do while we're here that we could do to make it a little more fancy is I could take a piece of little sparkly paper and maybe put that on the outside. So I'm just going to use scissors because I didn't bring over the cutting my cutting board because I didn't need it. Now, this obviously is not fitting all the way across, right? But that's okay. This is just to show as an example. All right, so I'm going to put my hole punch through here, find roughly what I think to be the middle, and I am going to punch a hole. There we go. Now what I can do is take a piece of ribbon or twine or linen thread, whatever you think you would like. And I think for this one, I think I will take a little piece of this ribbon. I think it will fit through nicely. Okay, so I probably should take this and adhere it to this cardstock here. So I'm gonna, or to my little package. And again, you don't have to go to this much. I don't think it has to be this elaborate, first of all. You literally, you guys, can tape the seam, tape the bottom, and then put a ribbon or even just a flap like this, and they can just rip it open, right? Because once they use it, it's kind of, but you could make 48 of these out of a pack of paper. So if you have a party this summer, oh wow, how fun would that be? Or a birthday party. You could put little party favors in here, a little eraser, or kids back to school. I'll tell you what I want to do like next week or later this week, maybe even on Saturday. I want to take that same Round We Go set that we've been working with, and I think I want to make some pinwheels that are red, white, and blue for 4th of July. And then just do a whole like collage of things. I don't know. I just thought that would be so pretty. Okay, all I'm doing is tying a bow. And then we'll kind of be, I don't even know if I'm 10 minutes now. I'm kind of, I could be longer. All right, here we go. There we go. That is it. That is all there is to it. And you could stuff that with all kinds of fun things. It looks like those sour cream containers too, doesn't it? Now you guys could take it and decorate it. I could hang it with a tag. I could stamp one of the sentiments, which we could do that. Let's see, I think I have a little piece of cardstock right here. So why don't we do that? We'll stamp, how about Time to Celebrate? That would be a good one. And let's do that. All right, here we go. A lot of little things going on here. So I might just have to cut this one out too. So we will do it right about here. All right. Okay, you know what? Hang tight. Okay, I'm gonna bring this over. It wasn't too far. It wasn't as far as I thought. Okay, and we're just gonna slice this right down. And the same here. And we're just gonna add a little tag. So now I can take my hole punch. Let me go ahead and just clean off this stamp real quickly. Get that little guy. You guys know, I'm sure, right? If you don't put things away right away, and truly, I will lose them. Okay, here we go. So now I can take this, I can punch a hole in it. And again, you can make it look a lot more fancy. But if we take this now and we can run it through here, and probably need to trim off, it looks like, a little more. There we go. And look at that. So you could make a knot, you could make a bow, whatever you want to do. And there we have it. Oops, my ribbon's a little off, but that's okay. You guys get the gist, right? But there you have it. Look at that. I think that is just so cute, and it literally is so easy, right? You're just punching out a circle, and then this is just a piece of 6x6 paper. So that is it. I hope you guys liked it, and if you want to order any of the products, you can go to my website at shop4seasonscrafts.com, or be sure that if you want any of these products, specifically the Round We Go stamp set, which is where we got the greeting, and then you can also get those dies, which I don't have here in front of me, and you can make all kinds of other cool 3D projects. And then of course this is the in color 6x6 designer series paper. All right, you guys, I think that's it. Hope you enjoyed it, and let me know in the comments if you could make this, or some ideas of what you might put inside of one of these. That would be awesome. All right, thanks guys. We'll talk to you later. See ya. Bye.